Wherefore art thou macaroni?
Today we're going to make
macaroni salad. This is by far, hands down, a staple at Jewish delis, something you need to get at the barbecue. This simple recipe is incredibly easy to make, absolutely delicious.
So what do we do first? Time to bring everything together for the macaroni salad.
So in here we have our chives, our carrots, our red bell pepper, and our onion. We cut these all in a brunoise. We want a nice small dice so that way it mixes in with the macaroni and it's not too overbearing every biteful. In here we're gonna start with a cup of mayo. We're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Before we start going into everything, why sugar first to form the base?
So here's the thing, we're always looking about balance. Salt, acid, fat, heat, all that stuff. Macaroni salad doesn't really have any spice to it. The heat or whatever comes from the astringency of the onions. I like the herbaceous notes of the chives. I want the crunch of the carrots and the sweetness from the carrots and a little bit of bitterness from the red bell peppers. That's what makes this salad so freaking delicious. It's simple, but it's absolutely awesome.
Gotcha.
So on the dressing, we want a little bit of sweetness to balance off all that. We're gonna put the salt and the pepper because you gotta season everything, right? If you don't do that, you have failed. And then we're gonna hit this with a little bit of red wine vinegar. You don't want to go too much, you don't want this to be acidic, but that brightness is gonna cut through the richness of the mayonnaise, so that way when you're eating it next to barbecue, it's not gonna feel that heavy. When you're eating it next to a pastrami sandwich, it's not gonna feel that heavy. So we're gonna just kind of mix this up, get it going, and then we're gonna taste it to see that obviously it's in balance. If we need to re-season this, we're gonna do that before we mix it with the veg.
Okay, so when you say taste it to make sure that's in balance, what type of flavor profile are they looking for?
You don't want anything to stand out too much. So once we mix this all together, we're gonna give it a quick little taste. I think that's perfect, dude.
Now it's time to start mixing everything together. We have got the mayo base dressing. I mean, what do you want to call this?
It's a dressing.
A dressing?
It's a macaroni salad dressing, yeah.
And now we've got the macaroni here. Now, what have we done with the macaroni to get to this point?
So, what you want to do with any dried box pasta, especially macaroni you're going to be using for a pasta salad, a cold preparation, you don't want your pasta al dente. You don't want that chew. It's great when it's hot, but when it's cold, it just gives you this kind of gumminess. So what we did is we cooked this to the box's top end of the al dente section plus 1 minute. We want the starch from the pasta once we drained it off to be on here so that this dressing is going to stick to this. There's no fat that's going to make it fall off. It's going to become one homogeneous, beautiful thing. We're going to let this, once we mix it together, sit overnight in the fridge for all the flavors to combine because it's always better the next day.
The macaroni salad's been sitting overnight,
resting in the fridge. All the dressing absorbed into the pasta, all the herbs, everything's getting marinated and all the flavors start to combine. As you can see though, it's gotten a little bit dry. This usually happens. That's why when you rinse off the starch, the pasta reabsorbs some of the dressing. And right before you serve it, you want to hit it with some fresh mayo.
How much mayo? And how much should
just
we
enough,
put in there?
Just, I would say about 1/4 cup. You want it to get to a creamy consistency again, get nice and wet again, but you have to just do it to taste and to view. You know, you don't want it to be dry, but you don't. So once we get this nice and wet, it's been chilling in the fridge. We got to re-season it, make sure the salt and pepper levels are okay, that if there's any vinegar levels that are off or any sweetness levels that we could adjust right now, because everything's had a time to marry, and we'll go. That looks pretty good and creamy. Let's get in there, bro.
Get in there, man.
Oh, me first? Thank you, bro.
Come on, you know, I'm always a gentleman.
Top. Bro. Absolutely creamy. Full of crunchy little vegetables. Nice herbaceous note from the chives. Perfectly seasoned.
Great move. Re-moisturizing and kind of
yeah,
like
you
adding
have to do that.
The almonds back in there because it really gives us that extra flavor. I thought it was going to be a little bit watery.
No.
And it's not.
Actually the antithesis, all the starch, all the pasta absorbs it all. And you need to make sure it's nice and wet and creamy and it cuts. But the acid levels, the sugar levels, everything's absolutely perfect.
I wish you guys could taste how amazing this is.
Yeah.
Now, I know what comes next.
Yeah.
We gotta take care of our guy.
Gotta take care of the boy. We gotta make sure he likes this too. Give him a nice hefty pour. Bam.
Don't say we don't take care of our cameraman.
That's right. So, what do you think? Thanks for watching our content. It means the world to us. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and we'll see you next time.
I'm a pro. Channel your inner Leo.
My inner barbecue.
Oh, Leo in Titanic.
Did you catch a fly?
Leo in Wolf of Wall Street. Leo in The Revenant.
It's on your shirt. All right, let's do this. Bam.
I'm Rolligasi. I keep doing it. I keep doing it. He's absolutely gonna sue the shit out of us. We're gonna be working in one of his kitchens for 10 an hour, dog.
Dude, legit.
What's going on, guys?
You'll only get paid 6. Try it again, Di.
Also,
sit up.
Here's the thing. I need you to be a professional.
I know. Let's do it.
Let's
come on. One.
Bring it in.
Dude, it's been a long day. We're trying to knock out these last 4. Let's get it done. Bang.
Am I wrong?
Wherefore art thou macaroni?
Am I wrong? I don't have anything on my beard, right?
No.
Just sexy?
Just
A little.
braids.
Oh, but a
Yeah.
sexy nose coming out. Nah.